Piers Morgan's comments. I love that we're just giving him more airtime, but it's what he does it for, isn't it? But he does raise an interesting conversation amongst a lot of people, because he was saying basically on social media that bronze medals and silver medals, they're not important. He's talking about the Olympics, of course, and he's saying, look, there's no one's interest in this Olympics. There's no fans. It's not the same. And then he went on to this bronze and silver thing that she's been banging on about for years, to be honest. Loads and loads of Olympians have had their say. So Paddy Barnes, this is what he tweeted. He won the light flyweight at the 2008 and 2012 Olympic Games, and he replied, Piers, I'll fight you for my bronze medals. Tony Jeffries got involved as well, won bronze at the Beijing 2008 Olympics. He says, what have you got in your trophy cabinet? Gary Lineker's been on it as well. Suspect if you've ever won a medal of any description in sport, you might feel differently. And this is what former Commonwealth champion Olympic bronze medalist Kelly Southerton had to say.
Look, I'm an Arsenal fan just like him, so he should be used to not ever celebrating a win. So, I understand what he's trying to say, but don't contradict yourself by saying I'm behind Team GB and said I'm not going to celebrate anything other than gold, because there's a lot of people getting there winning medals who were never expected to win them. And so that's an achievement. But he just does it to get a rise. And I'm not offended by what he says. We had the same conversation 5 years ago in Rio. It's like saying to any sport, you don't go out there to try to win. You do go out there to try to win. And if your best isn't good enough, but it's still a great performance, but unfortunately someone's better than you, he's better than you on the day, he doesn't really know what he's talking about. And his book was 9th bestseller.
Well, it was Kelly Southerton on Drive last night.
Good little dig at the end.
We're going to ask you where you stand on it, Eddie.
I think, look, wow, to medal at the Olympics is just the most incredible achievement, isn't it, for any... And I think he's got to be a little bit careful, because he does have a huge platform and he shouldn't really be giving that kind of message. Not saying that loads of the younger generation follow him anyway, but, medaling in the Olympics is an incredible achievement. I do think it's case-by-case scenario. Like, there are some elite athletes that, quite frankly, would think that silver and bronze is irrelevant. So it's case by case in terms of where that athlete is. If someone, like, to even get to the Olympics was just the most incredible achievement, and they thought they'd never medal and they managed to get a bronze, wow. I mean, just the greatest moment for them.
We said earlier, probably people coming 4th and 5th would be saying, I'm 4th best.
But when you look at those real, look, they're all elite, listen, anyone who's even in an Olympics is a huge winner in life, right? But you do look at those elite athletes, I don't know, Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt. Let's be honest, they'd be devastated with a silver or bronze, wouldn't they? So I get the winning mentality, but also you're talking about the Olympics. You're not talking about, a golden league in athletics, where you... This is... And we should celebrate this. And by the way, all sports suffered behind closed doors, and well done for even getting it on. Right, because it's all very well. People moan, don't they? I mean, Piers moans about people moaning on social media. Yeah, he moans all the time, right? So in this situation, they shouldn't do that. What's the point? There's no... Why don't you just turn around and go, well done to the Olympic Committee for allowing people to chase their dreams. You know how hard people have worked towards these Olympics? I see it with the GB boxing. Years and years and years and years to try and get to the Olympics, and it could have been taken away from them. They've got their opportunity. They're amazing athletes. I think it's so good. I love the Olympics. I mean, I was watching the Australian swimmer, forgotten her name, Ariane, who won...
look at me and Ray not being able to help you.
I was like, surely these sports presenters would know her. She won. Do you see her coach, the Australian coach, going mad? I watched a documentary about her on the plane, and it's like, this is a lifelong dream for these people. So that's it.
Just a quick one. Would you ever promote any other sports? Because you've done so well at darts.
We do loads. I mean, we obviously we've got boxing, we've got darts, we've got snooker, we've got golf, we've got pool, we've got table tennis, we've done gymnastics, netball. I mean, never say never to anything. We're always looking. But we've got a saying in our company, or my old man's saying, which is no passion, no point. We get involved in a lot of sports that we love, and a lot of which, in my dad's time, sports that he liked to play. Yeah. So, if you look at the way things went, with snooker, with darts, with pool, with boxing, with golf, these are all things that he has a passion for, darts. But, we're always looking at new opportunities and new sports that might emerge from the Olympics.
Absolutely,
a lot of these sports, famous sports that have emerged recently, do emerge because someone, and we go back to earlier, a superstar has come through, a Brit or wherever. I mean, swimming, you look at swimming now. Look at the achievements of Adam Peaty. And I think there's another gold this morning in the swimming. And, Tom Daly, which is a great story as well. These are the kind of people that would give swimming a big lift. Rugby league were on to us for a while to get involved.
Cycling.
The mountain biking as well.
Well, the cycling, how they got a lift for winning gold medals and big.
Of course, yeah.
And everyone's cycling now. Everyone's cycling.
Yeah. Shout out to Mark Cavendish as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Legend.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.